Okay, we're recording 6 o'clock in the evening, Sunday open. Want to see if the gap's hard, which I suspect is normal. Let's see which way it goes if you had put an order with a stop above and below. If it goes real hard, or does it jerk around? But it seems like a pretty reliable time when it gaps, because 2 days of news has built up. Oh, I thought that was my marker. I thought I wish that was bigger. 59:05. Okay, a minute to go. Don't place an order, just learn. Let's say I had placed an order here to buy and an order here to sell with a trailing stop. Say 10 points on one. So we're seeing nothing going on here nor here. About 15 seconds to go. Get your hand off the mouse. Bang. Market order would have filled. And you would have been out. So market order filled right there. Would have come down here, and you would have been out. Would have been a nice little game. Not seeing a lot of strength in the move yet. Oops. Minute changed, it jumped up a little. Well, we'll watch this again next Sunday. So I certainly have plenty of time to flatten that, which would have been peeled out right down here, which is fine. They shoot you. A bone. Dog and her bone. So if this goes with what I seem to recall, it's going to chop around in here. It would have to be a market order, because if it was limit, you wouldn't have been filled. And you wouldn't want to hold on. Well, you could have taken a chance, market order, stop above your fill, which would have been here. see, it'd still be in the money. You could pull this down to here or something, or even here at this point in time and do okay. That's interesting. In our third minute. So it's interesting, this gap. Gap. So it would fill right in there. I'll have to revisit this and make sure that's where it filled. I suspect it is. I mean, that's what it looks like, filled, finished. If it was not a trailing stop, it would open, gone way down here. You'd have time to pull it into a break-even plus trade. You could just watch this. You could say, okay, I'm pulling this down to here. Looking at the long-term scale of there, it looks like a way more dramatic move. Oh, look how that puppy would have paid off. Pierced way below that level. Let's just pause it here. We'll revisit it a little later. Damn, this might be a great way to start your week off. Look at that. You moved in and said, I'm happy with that. You get taken out, you get taken out, but look at this. But you know, most of the time it just continues across. So you might be wise to just, well, you wouldn't make that much more by coming down to here versus there. So just hang in there. Let's see what happens. All right, let's say that we finally put in a stop. Got a doji, one developing. Let's just say we weren't overly greedy and we put a stop in right there. Woo! That would have been scary. But this might dip way down there. If it does, I'd say you move your stop down to here because it's starting to show something not pretty. You wouldn't have got a buy there. You would have got a buy there, I assume. Because that triggered in the first market order. Okay, at this point, I think it would be prudent to move this down to here. If it comes back up, I don't want to bother with it. Now, I want to see on 5 what that could have made. So let's go with 5. Oh, wait, it won't place the order. Well, let's just go with 1. Oh. Limit. What happened? I don't know what happened, but we're going to cancel everything. Well, I'm going to let me place an order right there.